Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Celestial C888 and today we'll be using the Mystic Fairy Tarot deck for your monthly reading, as well as the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, the Moonology Oracle cards, and last but not least, the Romance Angel Oracle cards. Now without further ado, let us begin. All right, Gemini, these are your cards, and this is your general reading for the entire month of October 2022. Now, first impressions that I have for you, Geminis, I'm getting very strongly for you guys. What your month is going to be dealing with is going to be a relationship of some sorts. Now, whether it is a business partnership, a friendship, or, a romantic relationship, something involving relationships is definitely important for you for the month of October, Gemini, because your first card is the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is a card where I would say this is the kind of person who maybe doesn't love easily, but like when that person loves you or when that person cares about you, they're there for you. They're there to listen to you. They're there to let you vent. They're there to give you advice when you need it. Now, it is possible that you are the Queen of Cups, Gemini, that you are this energy type of person, that you're the type of person who's just like, if something's wrong, you'll tell your friend or your family member or whoever, come over, we'll sit down, we'll have a snack, and we'll talk this through. That could be you, or it could be the other person. It could be that you need this type of person in your life, Gemini, if you don't have it. So whether you need that type of person as a friend, I can see like it's very possible for you to have this opportunity. Maybe you need this kind of type of person as a partner, you know, romantic partner or business partner. If you have a business and you want to have the business partner to be the type of person who's just like, when you have concerns about the business, that they'll actually like listen to you and not talk over you or not wave off your fears. You want somebody who's going to be like fully present and understanding your concerns when you do have these concerns, Gemini. Your next card is the Judgment card. So there's definitely something that you're supposed to be doing this month, Gemini, that is very important for your well-being, for like your the really just the rest of your lives. Which is why I say, for a lot of you Geminis out there, I definitely feel like you're being like called by the universe, or whichever you would like to believe, that hey, you've been wanting this person for this longest time, and we're like working to bring you this person, but your heart is still closed off to this person, to receiving this person. So like there's something that you have to do, Gemini, to align yourself into the space of getting the person who is going to be right for you, who is going to treat you well, Gemini, whether it be as a friend, as a romantic partner, or as a business partner. I am getting very strongly for you, most of you Geminis. It is about like a focus on your relationship now. It doesn't have to apply to everybody, and you can always check for your sun, moon, or rising if this doesn't feel like it's applying to you. But your next card is the Ace of Cups, Gemini. Again, you have this opportunity presented to you to pursue a new relationship of some sort. And not only is the Ace of Cups there to say, definitely pursue this relationship, but be aware of, like, you have to nurture it, you have to treat it well, in order for it to grow, in order for it to be positive. Now, I don't know what's going on with every individual Gemini, but from the general sense of feeling that I have for you guys as a collective, I'd like to say that maybe a good amount of you might have been hurt in the past in some sort of way, maybe burned. Whether again it's be through like friends who were not actually really good friends, or romantic partners who just weren't really good romantic partners for you, or even just like people you wanted to do business with, but then they screwed you over in some way. Something happened in the past that's kind of making you kind of weary about like how you're gonna, like choose partners in the future, whatever, no matter what kind of partner you're looking for. I definitely feel for you guys, you might have met somebody who just like checks all of the boxes and it just like seems too good to be true. But like I said, the Ace of Cups is here saying like, yeah, this is your new chance, this is your new opportunity here. Because with the next card you have, which is the Six of Cups, you have been like, you have known that you're missing something. You know that something's missing. You know that like something's just not completely right within your life. Again, if it is for like a romantic partner, maybe you've been like sitting at home thinking, oh, I really, want a romantic partner for whatever reason. Or maybe you're just sitting at home thinking about like, I really wish I had like more friends to like go out and do things with. you know I would definitely say, one, to be okay with like being by yourself. Once you're okay with being by yourself, then I think you leave yourself open to like having new friends, having new opportunities. But I definitely feel for a good amount of you guys might have been like in the lost in the thought of like being with somebody, or lost in the thought of having a lot of friends, instead of just actually doing anything to like make that your reality. So definitely take your I want to say for you Geminis as a collective, you need to get out of that mindset of just like thinking about what it's going to be like when you have that romantic partner, when you have that friendship, when you have that business partner, whatever whatever applies to you. Instead of sitting at home thinking about what it's going to be like, actually do stuff to make that happen for you. Even if it's just taking a walk down your street for a little while, you might have the opportunity to talk to somebody while you're walking down the street. If you're into going into bars, or doing something for your hobby, whatever it is, I definitely feel for you as a collective Gemini. Staying at home is not going to staying at home and thinking about what you want is not going to really manifest what you actually want. Your next card is the Ten of Pentacles. Now, for some of you Geminis out there, you have plenty. You have good food, shelter, and plenty of affection. But for those of you who feel as if, you don't have all of these things, or maybe you have these things but you don't have anybody to share it with, I definitely feel that this is kind of also on your mind too. Like, you might be somebody who might have an abundance of things but not necessarily somebody to share it with, and you're kind of just like what am I supposed to do? How, like, I have nobody to share it with. Again, like I said before, definitely be okay with being by yourself, because I definitely think that is a healthy thing. Just constantly contemplating about being in a relationship or having friends is not necessarily the healthiest thing. But reevaluate your life. If you don't have like if you don't have these things, what do you need to change about your life so that you have people to share with the things that you have? And if you don't have these things yet, what do you need to do so that you can have some of these things, some of this feeling of security? Again, for a good amount of you Geminis in the collective, I feel as if it's more about emotional security than it is about like, shelter and food and stuff. Not that doesn't apply to some Geminis out there, because there's a lot of people in the world. But as a collective, I would definitely say you want emotional security. And whether that's emotional security through friendship, through business partnership, or through romantic relationships, you want that emotional security, Gemini. And lastly, you have the Knight of Pentacles for your final Fae cards. Now, for this feeling, again, this could be somebody, or it could be you, who is very much not somebody who's just like only surface level, like only cares about surface level things. So let's say, as an example, so everybody knows this. they're not, this person is not the type of person who's just only looking at looks and nothing else. They're looking at, what's on your mind, what hobbies you like, what you have in common, what makes you laugh, kind of thing. So again, this could be you could be that kind of person who's just like, not just going to be attracted to something just because it looks attractive. You wanna something deeper than that, because that is where you're going to put in your time and your energy and your focus into protecting that person whenever they need protection. It has to be more than just, a physical attraction. And I definitely feel that this Nine of Pentacles person, whether that be you or that other person, is definitely going to feel that way. Now, I know Geminis are like mostly, Geminis are air signs. So from what I've seen with the fake cards here, and since this is like, seems to be a predominantly romantic relationship thing, I would definitely say look for water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Sorry, that was my cat. And or an earth sign, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. That might be something that you need to look at for yourself, Gemini, for whatever partnership that you're looking for. All right, next let's move on to the Psychic Tarot cards. And the first card you have is Hope, Gemini. So maybe you've been hopeful, or need to hear that you should have hope for your relationships, or whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. Whether it is, again, a business partnership, you'll have hope that you'll find the right business partner. If it's a romantic relationship, if it's friendship, have hope that you will find the right person for you. And the next card is Moving On. So again, I feel as if for a good amount of you Geminis in the collective, you might not have moved on from like past experiences. So like ex-friends, ex-partners, ex-business partners, you haven't moved on before, but like now I definitely feel that there'll be some healing done so that you can move on from these past negative experiences. Because again, once we move on from these past negative experiences, only then can we get the right person into our lives. The right person can even show up in our lives, and we might not be able to see it clearly because we haven't moved on. So definitely work towards moving on, Gemini, whether that be that you need to talk to a therapist, friends who are actually good friends, family members, whoever's in your support system. Definitely talk to them if you really need to talk to them so that they can help you move on. And next we have your Moonology card. Let me just set this down. And your Moonology card is You and Your Loved Ones Are Safe. New Moon in Cancer. Okay, so as a Cancer, I can tell you definitely if a Cancer moon is telling you that you and your loved ones are safe, then you and your loved ones are definitely safe. So maybe the reason why you're struggling to find somebody, whether it be romantic partnership, business partnership, or friendship, maybe you're cautious because it's not just about you. It's about maybe your immediate family. If you're married, with kids, you're thinking about your spouse and your children. Maybe if you're a single parent, you're thinking about your child or children as well. But whoever it is that's coming in for you, you not only are you safe, but your loved ones are safe too. So whatever that means for whichever Gemini's watching, we're all on different journeys, but you and your loved ones are safe, New Moon in Cancer. And trust me, as a Cancer myself, if a Cancer is telling you that you are safe, you and your loved ones are safe, then you and your loved ones are safe, because we're very protective about both of those things. All right, and finally, we have your Romance Angel cards. Now, for those of you who are already happily in a relationship and don't necessarily, aren't looking, then you don't have to take this part of the reading. This is more so for those who are single or at least looking in some way. So take that what you will. The first card we have is Stay Optimistic About Your Love Life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So again, like I said, negative thoughts, if you've been having negative thoughts about how your relationship is going, what's happening with your relationship, is not going to help you, Gemini. Only positive thinking, positive forms of affirmation is going to bring you to the right person that you need. And again, like I said, or like the card says, stay optimistic about your love life. So, the positive things are very possible for you. And the next card is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Again, if the type of person you want is with like the Queen of Cups energy, somebody who's there to be a good listener, who's there listening to your issues, not talking over you, taking your problem seriously. If that is the type of person that you want, then clearly make that decision when you're going and pursuing whatever type of relationships you're looking for. But if it's the Knight of Pentacles type of person that you're looking for, again, is it somebody who's looking for emotional level more than just a physical level of attraction? Are they gonna be there to protect you whenever it is that you need to be protected, whatever that means for you? Very clearly decide, because very soon somebody's coming in, Gemini. That's all I can say. All right, Gemini, that is your reading for the month. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear from the community as we grow, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.